Hello YouTube, welcome to one of the last episodes of Let's Play Final Fantasy V for Job Fiesta. This is your host, BulborbPlays. Of course, what we need to really do here is discuss the Rift. Now, I've already did some grinding off screen, that's why the airship isn't where it was. But the Rift will probably actually take 2 videos. I said one last time, but I really looked at, oh, what do I have to do for the Rift? Oh wait, there's 15 bosses here. But enough, we're going into the Rift, we're going to get this started. Again, I'll keep all grinding now off screen. You guys don't need to see it. And it makes everything easier for everyone. Just to make a note about the Rift, you can go beneath deck. I believe there's a in here? Or is it just gears? It's just gears. I swore it was in, but shows what I know, right? No, I'm just a stupid player. So, if you didn't know, Interdimensional Rift has a bunch of odd places. First place is the desert with shifting sand, so not that interesting. But it carries the first enemy, the Land Crawler. This ugly son of a bug is the first enemy we encountered here. Not much to say about him. He's not very remarkable, especially because, like a lot of things, he's primarily here to slow us down in our race to the end. He dies, we get some gil, we get a lot more experience, which is a rule with the enemies in Earth, is they kind of give a lot more experience but very little money, at least early on. Later on we'll get very little of either. I also maxed out my high potions again. Won't last for long, you know, because I love my potions. But we'll see what go. This is the Dorma Chimera. You may remember him from earlier in the desert. He is one of the easier enemies we can encounter here. Actually, all the enemies here may be used characters. I can't remember. Yep, this is just telling us, oh look, a bunch of bosses. Their primary motivation is a world of darkness. But anyway, enough. This is, of course, the, they'll be taking palettes from all over. This is, of course, the ruins. And now we're starting to see what is going to be the theme here. Very much higher level versions of stuff we've already seen. We're going to keep getting jitterbugs, except I'm going to launch a small nuke on that death dealer to make sure he's not around. That's actually because of that roulette skill. I do not like roulette. I wish we stopped getting jitterbug and instead got, you know, a physical attack. Swords dance, I should say. But that's the nature of using dance. And the risk of using it is that sometimes you get really unlucky. But other times, you get 4 swords dances in a row. And things are great. It's all dependent on that. Had a little slowdown there for a second, but more enemies. This is what we're looking for. Swords dance. All the way. Well, swords dance the guy in the back. No reason to keep him alive when we can hit him with super holy damage from else. Well, we'll just attack him. A lot of money, experience, skill. We get a cottage. Not very useful, but every little item helps. Ether was essentially useless. Great. I'm actually going to run away from this fight. I don't want to deal with a level checker because, as you can probably hopefully guess from its name, it checks your level and inflicts level spells. Fortunately, we get away before we have to deal with some ugly spells. I think I was only weak to level 2 ult. You know, we're gonna start running away from battles. You don't need to see all of these. I mean, Actually, I'll kill this one because this is an easy one. And I like experience, that's free. Especially when it benefits me. And of course, that's how we'll make up some of the losses on cash. It's a small balance, which we'll be seeing throughout this area, is that we're going to be losing money and gaining it at roughly the same rate. I mean, if I want to go shopping, I of course have to leave the rift, but... And that's the dangers of this area. Of that is roulette can randomly kill one person, no questions asked. Oh well, let's bring Ferris back up to speed so she doesn't miss out on the experience. Gotta keep earning that experience, especially now. We get a free high potion for our troubles. We get a dark matter. I always love when I get a dark matter without a chemist. It just shows that the game is messing with you. We'll stay since we got sword sands first, which I have a good feeling about that kind of fortune. Mystery Waltz, unfortunately, this early, but we can recover. The level checker does take one action to determine what level spell to use to hit a player, so... Oh well, Krill gets a level. Goody for Krill. And we get Elixir. Elixirs are nice to have, especially since we will be doing both of the bonus bosses. Elixirs are the fastest way to heal MP. We're going to be breaking out a Holy just to be safe. Don't want another roulette to fire. It's much cheaper to spend 10 MP on a Holy than spend 25 on an Arise for Etherwise. Yep, you know how it is. Reusing game mechanics. It's a nice touch, especially for this. I do not like this encounter, but I'll fight it anyway. What am I doing? Well, there's no reason to run, and every time we get a successful victory, we get some valuable experience that we're gonna need for leveling. So, for one thing, Krill doesn't die in 2 hits. Actually, 1 hit. That's being too generous. That's probably the one thing I don't like about Dancers is, again, they have so little vitality that during the final boss, they really die very fast. And since I didn't roll a monk, I can't increase their HP via ability, so yeah. So yeah, we'll be picking up every elixir we can, I guess. I think a lot of the chests here are just elixirs to say, oh, here we go. Here's 50,000 worth of good. That if I really wanted, I could have got a lot of, at the very beginning at the Ghost Graveyard. Since there's stupid amounts there. Of course, I forget to get the chest, so I'll have to backtrack and get it, and fight yet another encounter. Of course, you see that enemy encounters are getting more complicated. This time, this one's a really weird encounter. But we'll just keep rolling around. We'll cast a Holy. Oh, too late. And Lena's not having good luck. Heck. That's a good indicator not to let her go gamble. She'll probably lose, but they're pirates. They lose all their money by gambling anyway. We'll use another Phoenix Down to bring Ferris back to life. Just to be safe. And yeah, see, that's what I was worried about, is that he would cast spells like that. Level checkers have every single one. They have level 2 ult, they have level 5 death, level 3 flare, level... I can't remember what level 4 is. But they have that too. Very nasty things to fight. We got a blood sword. Now, I admit, I probably would use this instead of, Oh, can't use it. Oh, well, it'll be a good thing to sell when I need to get rings, I guess. We'll get a jitterbug, unfortunately not what we wanted, but oh well, we'll adapt. We'll adapt our sword into Holy Sword, and hope this roulette hits a non-character. The one thing about level spells is that they do get around... Whoa, sorry, I sped it up and it caused the traditional lag. Level spells get around traditional resistances. Yeah, I'm sorry, I caused the frame rate to go down for quite a bit. And since I keep moving on the wrong person, yeah. I was so bent on killing the most harmless one. Of course, that's the main thing with roulette, is you can also kill yourself. Unfortunately, Krill will be dead at the end of this battle, so she will not earn the valuable experience, but everyone else gets slightly better. We'll raise her and use some high potions to bring everyone back up to speed. Everyone's back up to speed. Here's Archaeotoads. I can't remember if we've encountered them yet. And by the way, that was our first first on-camera max damage attack. In other cases, I've had it, and you guys have not. Yeah, we must have fought them before. That was too low. Experience. I believe this leads to the end level. I'm sorry, the Phantom Village level. This area has the first of the 2 saves in the rift. We will be using it to utilize the large amount of tents I still have. Oh wait, no, it doesn't have a save, but it does have that pot still. This is implied what fate they still suffered. And now that we're here, they're suffering the same fate again because they were pulled back into the rift. The rift have kind of half engulfed everything by now. So here's the Forest of Moor level. Main thing about the Forest of Moor level is that same gimmick as last time, but it also has the first boss of the Forest of Moor. Here's also our one of our first unique enemies, the moss fungus. I'm pretty sure we did not encounter those. If we did, then I would have remembered. I mean, look at it's like some old person, scrunchy mouth face, I guess. I have weird thoughts, sorry. I'm a little anxious because this is going to be a marathon dungeon, which will have to be done in multiple parts, so you can understand it's a little anxious. I don't like doing multi-part videos, but for the sake of people's sanity, I will. You see there a chest, we will be retrieving it. We will be running away from this battle, just because, while most part I say, we need the experience, we don't need their experience. This is my call. Of course, we actually missed that chest. Not gonna go after it. Here's a third ribbon. Hope you like ribbons. You'll be getting a lot of them. Really? Oh, I still have a ribbon, don't I? I can kill this encounter for some quick experience, which is always nice. And get Jitterbug every time, because it always knows what you want and gives you what you don't. That's how games work. They never give you what you want. For example, we'll be getting Jitterbug. Well, no, at least Jitterbug's doing damage. I'll correct myself on that. That's at least kind of what I want, just not the power level I want. I'll have to heal up Lena. I'll have to revive Lena. What we're gonna do, just to speed up and save some costs, is we'll have our people defend, and I'll cast a Rise on her. And then she'll pull out a very powerful attack. 2 in a row, even. This is why sometimes Berserkers are insane. First gets a level, good for her. Bringing her even closer to passing 2,000. We get the Enhancer. I believe this was that, yeah, it's a Saber, actually, so let's go. It's what we're equipping right now. So we have 2 Enhancers now. That's good. We can sell one. We get the Lilith Rod. I believe this inflicts confusion. That's traditionally what Lilith items do. Sometimes saps. Of course, so it occasionally casts Osmos. Of course, we can't use it, so onto the sell pile. The only thing I won't sell is, you see this crevice? This is our first boss. So, well, our first boss will be in one of those. Oh, never mind. This was our first boss. Oh no! So this boss's gimmick is it likes using Reflect. If we cast any spells on it, it will be reflected back, of course. It also likes using Drain. Of course, very easy to counter. All you have to do is refuse to use spells, and if she casts a spell on you so she can then heal herself, dispel that Reflect. I'm sorry, she casts Reflect on you so she can heal herself. She also does that. She's reflected herself, which means she's planning to use a ability soon. So what we're gonna do is drain her still, I guess. But we're gonna use our Dispel spell on her and get rid of that defense. Jitterbug, better. Failed stop spell, thank God. This is definitely the easiest boss by far. Very easy to counter. I mean, we have this little minor nuisance with the damage, with the healing, but it's so little since it's only Drain. Now we could cast Berserk on her too. That's always a possibility. But we'll just let her make a fool of herself by keep casting Drain and failing, I guess, half the time. And keep casting Mystery Waltz, so we don't really need it. Just to speed this up, I'm going to equip the Flare Spellblade. This will power up our attacks due to the defense reduction. To a point which will compensate for the fact that we have only gotten one Sword Stance. She's reflected up herself. She plans to cast some pretty nasty magic, so again, dispel that shield away and laugh. And there you have it. The first boss only took around 3 minutes. Very easy. Of course, not much else. We get a diamond plate. Is that really of use to anyone? No, it's much worse than what we have right now. So we go in. Here's our next cave area. This is the 2 area types. Oh, by the way, terrifying recolor. This is, of course, good old Soot. I'm worried. I don't recall whether these... Oh, that's not good. I can't remember if these guys cast Petrify. That's why I didn't fight them. I don't want to deal with Petrify. It's a very... barring probably Mini, the most annoying spell. So, and here we will encounter Slowdown. This is a much more friendly area. We'll go and fight it. I don't see anything wrong with these fine things. Especially because our sword stance, our poor luck with sword stance is starting to disappear. This will confirm if... No, he does not counter with Petrifying Eye. Sorry about me freaking out when we first encountered them. I hate status effects. You kind of knew I don't like gimmicks. Status effects, which aren't really effective for us, but are really effective for the enemy, are a gimmick, and I hate dealing with that. So anyway, we'll just keep moving on. Krill's dead. Since we are actually fighting this battle, we'll bring her back to life. See, Krill's low HP means pretty much any enemy down here will one or two shot her. I think only the returning ones won't be as good. It's very evasive right now. Though Jitterbug seems to hit. Okay, so he can petrify. Well, I'll just use Suna. Yeah, getting a lot of slowdown again. I'll have to check what's causing that, so later on you guys don't have to deal with it. But until then, we'll just... This guy's more of a boss just to... Is he like really evasive or something? We've only hit him once. There we go. Give me a moment, I have to take care of something. Until then, I'll just elaborate. So, of course, the Rift uses a bunch of palettes and tiles from other areas, making it ooh, nice amount of experience. Bulbor gains a level, that's always good. That's really it. Here's a great dragon, recolor of the red dragon, if I seem to recall. Only 1,000 HP, barely worth mentioning. I mean 10,000. We get a coral ring for free. This is good. It leaves one more we have to get before the Shinryu. Here is our first save point. Sorry, I jumped the gun so fast. Let's save and use a tense. So to clarify our what I'm hoping to accomplish in this video, I'm hoping to accomplish all, but maybe the last few bosses for run. That boss is the most difficult boss in the game. Omega. He's considered one of the 2 bonus bosses. We will not be fighting him today. We will be hiding in our hole and hoping he does not attack and kill us. Because we want to live. And we get a Jitterbug. Dishord. Very annoying, I guess. I don't know. Do I look like I know what I'm talking about here? Do I sound like, I should say? You guys can't see me at the moment. And if you can you please stop? You're kind of creeping me out. Whatever. Cat, this isn't a co-op Let's Play. I don't want your commentary. A flamethrower. We'll be seeing that later. Well, a version of it. And down she goes again. Yeah. Nothing to say other than, oh god, Lena, oh god, Krill, why do you have only under 1,000 HP? We'll have to revive her again. Now, the good news is that, you can't keep attacking her forever. I mean, eventually he has to attack someone else. Barely any HP. And we get the sword stance finally. Saving us. But yeah. Omega is bad news. He will be probably the next. He'll either be the video after. He'll be one of the 2 videos before X-Steph. You can see me crying. Here we go. We actually have to. We can open books. This book, I believe, is Elaboration. Oh wait, no, it's a panda. So here is the second boss, a panda. He's very weak to fire, just like his counterpart in our world, Webb. He's pretty much the same guy. I mean, he knew how much trouble we had back then, so they're like, let's send him again. Maybe now they can get their sweet revenge. Yeah, he's technically, if we had a summoner, we can do the same gimmick by using a Frit constantly. We can keep him from attacking. He did cast Protect, unfortunately, so our physical attacks won't be effective until we take it down. He's going to also keep the attack up and keep us damaged. But yeah, he's really weak to fire, so we'll be using that. And Mystery Waltz and Jitterbug, of course. Don't be surprised if we primarily get those. I am convinced that it is a rule that you can only get those during battle. What's that? That matter? He also casts Toad, which is new. And Krill's dead. But no time to be very picky. Krill just needs to have enough life left to be able to punch. Or whatever people do. We'll cast Kiriga. Bring everyone back to full HP. Oh no, he's dishored. And we get Mystery Waltz again, sorry about the slow commentary. And he sends up Protect again, making all but certain of our attacks useless. Oh no! This will probably be a Jitterbug, of course. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of slowdown for some reason. I'm so sorry. There was our first Swords Dance, by the way, in the speed up. Again, you can't really control what the AI does except scream at it when it doesn't do what you want it to do. That's actually how powerful that is. It's definitely our most powerful attack against a panda. Another very easy boss. Probably the only reason he's slightly tougher is he can use Wind Slash like you just saw. Kind of complicating the staying alive situation. Except we have a white mage, so we can use Kiriga. But, I guess that's it. We miss with the blade, but we do get a Swords Dance in instead, thus defeating him. I believe this is the first special animation. That's pretty much how all of our special deaths will be going at this point. We get 16 ABP, and we get more Ash. Yeah, so that's the background. Just saying, yeah, these guys are very, very deadly. Definitely the most deadly things that the game can throw at us. I, for one, am glad we don't have to fight them. Can't remember how to move on. Oh, I remember. It's something weird, wasn't it? I guess it's not in here. Oh, never mind. Go in, you come out in the castle. Of course, the castle has more fun and unique creatures. We just use Seduce for some reason. I don't know what. Flirt, I mean, not Seduce. Sorry, this is still acceptable, except for swearing, and well, no, I'm not sorry for the swearing, but this is kid programming. I don't mean to offend anyone. Oh wait, these are Ibises? Oh god, you're already other Ibis. Let's just ignore it. Let's just leave, never look back. We'll see go back to the Krill is useless campaign. Krill is undoubtedly the most useless person when she's not firing Swords Dances every 5 seconds. But it's the reason when she does fire swords dances every 5 seconds that week. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll just run for a bit. I'd have no clue what's causing all this slowdown. I'll go take a look at my memory. Maybe close a few things down the line. Oh, never mind. If they only have 10,000 HP, well, maybe not 10,000, but say hi to Breathwing. It's back from the very beginning of the game. Of course, HP relative to how much to your max HP. We also get 2 Dragon Things, which will sell for a nice amount. Here's 2 ninjas. I believe we fought 1 shinobi earlier, so yeah, this is Shinobi's recolor. Somewhat more dangerous, like everything here is. They all dislike me, and you kind of see why some people say that the magic is that our magic will always be doing insane amounts of damage. Okay. To note, they're too fast for anyone but my dancer to hit, and my dancer thinks they have MP. So, yeah. That was Yaga's right. Okay, I don't remember what that skill does. Oh no, he used image. I believe that's just an evasion up, to be honest. And that's a first, but possible. Swords Dance can miss. We'll see it with Omega. It will be partially luck-based to see how much it misses. Because if a Swords Dance hits, one of them dies. Say, with Omega, Swords Dance hits, that's maybe a tenth of his HP will go. But it's so unreliable that, yeah, it's not the best, but when it works. A lot of experience. We got a Dragon Fang. Here we go, the actual main castle. A lot of bosses to fight in here, a lot of ground to cover, so let's gonna move on. Here's just a useless armor room to add flavor. Yeah. Here is Hermes sandals. So, if we really wanted to, and I think I do at the moment, I want to give, not Bulbor, but Ferris a Hermes sandals to get another auto-hasted person on the field, because we didn't have enough. This is a really bad situation. It's never good to be ambushed here. So we'll go heal Bulbor while continuing to run away, or attempt so. Okay, I think we can do this, actually. Yeah, Death Claws, of course, have the iconic Death Claw skill. Dance Macabre, which inflicts zombie. Does it? I don't know. Yes, it does. Brains. But no, in seriousness, easy way to deal with that. Glad I stocked up on a bunch of items before I came here. Where is that holy water I bought? Here we go. Holy water. This is personally my least liked one spell by far. We'll go and just holy this guy so he's not a pest anymore. Though, ironically, one of the ways to, of course, we escape using a chicken knife attack. One of the ways to kill Shinru is actually utilizing a zombie. And if you have bards, have the party hide and have a zombie just outlast him. Weapons? Does this mean in the tower is a weapon? Yes, it is. We get a Thor hammer. Now I'll just show. This is another one of the mini powerful weapons that we can throw on Lena. And we will probably eventually throw on, because this Rune Axe won't cut it forever. Oh, Iron Giant. Iron Giant's, of course, first appeared in Final Fantasy II. He's actually technically the rarest enemy in that game. But to elaborate on the major thing about Iron Giants is that in the re-release of 3, Iron Giant is the most difficult enemy in that game. So, just kind of fun trivia. I'm sorry. It's all I have left. This is my trivia. And my cat that's sitting near me. I hope that didn't sound too depressing, because it wasn't supposed to be depressing. We're all happy people. I hope you're all happy people. If you're not, please be happy for me. I don't want to feel like someone's unhappy and watching my videos. Unless they're watching my videos to become happy, in which, yeah, I'm happy about that. I like that thought, where I'm helping people like that. And Krill died again. Takedown, of course, kills. Okay. Seriously, I don't know why all this slowdown is happening. I do promise to take a look at it. And hopefully... This is the one time I will fight an Iron Giant, by the way. You kind of see, I've made my point with them. They're not that, all they're here for is to... Oh, thank God. We get a Jitterbug. And an attack which doesn't kill anyone. Yay. That's new, I guess. I just want to take one down just because you probably won't see me kill one in while playing Final Fantasy 3. Also gives a lot of experience. Pushing Lena over the curb to it. We also get a Goliath tonic, which we won't use, and a gold needle, which is always useful to have just in case Bulbor gets taken out. So yeah, that door's locked, so obviously we have other things to do here first. Several things. These are, of course, are an actual enemy instead of, they look to be old men freaking out. They're actually an enemy. Serious battle, as you can tell by the music. So we're just going to completely not cast anything. And let's just take a look at Libra, because it's good to occasionally get it. 58, they have 6,000 HP. Should be an easy enemy, right? If we get a Swords Dance, which we won't. I just wanted to open this door, show off, I'm sorry. They put a lot of detail in this area. Of course, if you find people that are active, you're probably monsters. This is the world of monsters. Also, I'll have to burn through some of my ether stockpile Fortunately, I did get a lot before we came here. Specifically, I maxed out. That's why I was kind of sad when we got that one last time, because it's somewhat useless. And yeah, and circle. This is what the main thing this enemy does. So I'm gonna cut this battle short as soon as possible now. Krill will still get the experience, since she's present, just can't do anything. Also, these guys turn into Jura Avis. Which we have to fight with only 3 people. That was my fault, but whatever. I like showing off. So yeah, this is a fairly tough fight. And we have to fight it with 3 people. I mean, fortunately, unlike... Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna let it just kind of calm down. Maybe figure out, and I'll explain it so I can focus and don't have to listen to the music. The main thing about this battle is, unlike the old Ibis we fight, not Ibis, but unlike the boss form of this enemy that we fought all the way back during the Earth Crystal, this one has, well, in certain ways is easier in that we don't have to deal with barrier shift. It's harder in that we still have to deal with other annoying things. We'll set up a Drain Blade now. No reason to not start healing. Fortunately, compared to the Encircle gimmick, this is a much easier thing to work against. So yeah, now this battle is very easy once we get him to this point, though. We will not be going to the door. Here's the actual boss we're supposed to fight. Catastrophe. Not much to say other than he's a big eye thing. He can use stone. And a bunch of other nasty, nasty things. Fortunately, I believe Holy is effective against him. It is. So we can have all our party unleashing some pretty powerful attacks on him. Okay, yeah, I have no clue why we're getting so much, but Catastrophe, not much to say about him, partially because this party's actually particularly good at dealing a lot of damage fast. Catastrophe's a weak one, but of course he's more of a setup boss. He is not the actual boss. Of course, the Ibises got out. We're gonna have to run past them. And now we'll get made out with. Okay. So, yeah, we got kissed. We should feel awesome. Or should we? Yeah. If that's not obvious, like I said, if you see someone moving in here that isn't us or, an enemy, it's an enemy. Just in disguise. Okay, since he is dying, and that's the only enemy I don't like to deal with, is ninjas. They have a very high evasion rate. Okay, I'm gonna also go and drop the Ether now on Bulbor to get him back up to level. It's not like, because, I mean, think about it, we're fighting a lot of bosses. Oh no, it's empty. We got pulled into, here. It's not letting us do it. Yep, we received the Kiss of Death, which translates to fighting Helicanarsis. Now this is the one very tough battle. He starts this battle turning us all to frogs. Ribbit. Now, fortunately, since we have a bunch of fast people, This is a petty annoyance. If I could find where I put my stuff, but you know how derp I am. Of course, I can't find the one thing I need. Maybe down here. Yeah. See, Maiden's Kiss. Note to self, so we'll bring Krill back first, just because Krill is kind of our primary damage dealer. Yeah, I'll definitely have to auto-sort. My packs become a mess. And then we'll bring back, yeah, Lena's strong enough, by the way, that she can do damage while in ribbit form, in frog form. So yeah, that was more of a thing to slow us down. Definitely one of the more frustrating things that Helicanarsis will do. Oh. Why am I not speaking straight? He also does stuff like that, where he forces us all into the wrong row and makes it... He's a boss of making you waste time. I mean... Of course, I'll just use... You saw me, I just use Sword Stance anyway, but... Like, I'm not comfortable with Bulbor being in the front right there. He's not a very good character up in front. Fortunately, Helicanarsis, if you ignore all of his gimmicks, is another very... Okay, when I said boss, it's mini-boss, I'm sorry. Just wanted to clarify that now, since I made a big deal about, oh, there's a lot of bosses, it's gonna be so tough, and then we, yeah, we're just here and doing suffering like this. Let's go back into the back row where we belong for Bulbor. And, ironically, does not hit someone who could really use front row shenanigans for sword stands. Oh well. Again, just go all out. All these bosses are still pretty weak. It's just they all have a gimmick with them. And they don't give experience like bosses. Other than that, it's hard. I'll admit, calling them bosses is semi-deceptive. So yeah, he's dead. $20 ABP. Okay. So there goes down another boss. Wow, we've already gone through, I think, half of them. You know, let's just keep moving with this video. I may skip, well, no, I may miss a few bosses. I don't think you can miss that many. So you thought that was bad? Here's Twintania. He's technically, supposed to be a tough boss. He is definitely much tougher than a bunch of the other bosses here. But we do have a bunch of people which attack really often. And this is why, by the way, he casts a lot of spells. A lot. Probably should have equipped the coral rings for this. But no, we like our common attacking. Incidentally, he counters with Tidal Wave. So, yeah. Imagine how annoying that is. Make it 3 times worse than you're imagining. Oh god. Now the good news is that Bulbor probably will not die. Just on the virtue of Bulbor having, well no, Lena will attack soon and bring Bulbor back to full health. So, oh, he did not counter that time. Odd. Oh well. So this is a opportunity just to explain why he's tough. He's really good at magic. Okay. He's draining mind, unfortunately. Tidal Wave? Oh well, Krill, it was nice knowing you. You're dead. And this is why Bulbor is pretty much immortal. He'll just keep surviving because of Tidal Wave. Wind Slash will kill no one. Wow, I congratulate you for continuing to be a very ineffective and dull boss. Why did I bring Lena back? I knew that was gonna happen. You know what? We're gonna solo this craziness. We're gonna cast Shell on ourselves. We're gonna cast Protect on ourselves, and then we're gonna outlast this guy. Because we're the white mage. We're a god. People envy the power of a white mage. The power to outlast any opponent. Incidentally, that tidal wave is the reason Shinru is fairly... Oh god. He's casting Giga Flare. Nothing to do but just take it. And die. I guess I'll cut the video there. Tune in next time. You'll see me fight and probably fight a little bit smarter against Catastrophe, and we'll see what happens from there.